Hey everybody, it's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you doing? I hope you're all doing okay. I got the sun's natural light behind me and um, it's not always conducive of showing you the exact lighting of everything depending on where you're at. Um, I'm not showing you any hauls or anything today, so it doesn't matter. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome in to anybody new. Sorry, my brain is a bit fogged today. I have a little bit of a migraine, but I have made iced coffee today. It's more of melted iced coffee now, but it's been helping with my head. And it took me a while to get going today. I got my B12 injection from my husband today too. So that hurt just a little bit. For those of you who have been following along for the saga of the cat, just real quickly, he went back out, not last night, but the night before. We thought that he would come in. Actually, he went back out yesterday during the day, early day. It got cold again last night. We thought he'd come back in, and he did not come back in. My husband went outside this morning to put food out for him and the other feral cats who are outside, who come to our porch to eat, and he, zoom, I mean, almost knocked my husband over. Zoom, he came in the house. So as of right now, he's back in the house. When I was petting him and taking off some leaves and things that were stuck to him, I did find a tick that I got rid of, and I found some fleas. So we treated him for fleas and the two other cats. And it's the kind of flea stuff that it will kill if they're, the areas that they lay in. When they lay in them, it will put it down so that it kills everything. So I think we nipped it in the bud to take care of it right away. I was fine with just giving him flea treatment. My husband was like, nope, all of them, just in case. And I was like, okay, fine. And he actually did well with them. I have, for anybody who has cats, and if you ever need them to rest for you, my cat has problems. Lua has problems being in the carrier to go to the vet, more to be in the car, to ride in the car. She cries the whole way. And then when we get to the vet and we let her out, she like paces the whole room looking, going from door to door trying to find a way out. I got these to try from .com. She loves them and they calm her down. When my husband took her to the vet last time, he said she barely cried in the car. I was not with them. It was the first time I tried them with her, and I gave her a little too many. Um, it didn't hurt her or anything. She was just kind of out of it for a while. The vet told him, how we need to do it. So, since I knew he was going to give her flea treatment today, I gave her one. But they're from Veterinary Science. They're called Composure. And we don't use them very often. It comes with 30 bite-sized chews. And because I get the recurring order, I can't think of what that's called on the plan where they send it out. I usually go in, and this is a tip, if you do Rakuten, you can, because Chewy accepts Rakuten, you can set up a recurring order, and if you let them send it out automatically, an automatic order, there we go. You let them send it out automatically, you do not get more Rakuten points than the first ones when you first set it up and, pay for it the first time. But if you go in and, you like change the due date when you need to, and you go in and open it and press the, send it now instead of waiting for the date, get Rakuten points again, as long as you make sure that you turn them on. So that's what I do. I try never to let them send it out themselves. I try to go in, because I always add things to it anyway, take some things off and add other things to it. And depending on what toys they have on sale, or they have these sticks that are full of catnip that they chew on them and it releases catnip. They love to play with them, throw them. They have such a ball with them. So I get those for them on a continual basis because catnip wears out, and plus they end up, one of the little bit's favorite things to do is to get it underneath the oven. I need to look and see if one of the latest ones ended up under there because I can't find a yellow one that I give to. I always give my favorite color to my baby, and Charcoal gets the blue one because he's the boy, and then I give the green one to Little Bit. So Little Bit, she'll take them all. She thinks they're all hers, but she likes to take them in the kitchen, and then she will lose them underneath the oven. So you have to be very vigilant with her to make sure they stay out and they can all play with them. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that it works. It calms them down. She is very calm right now. She was over there sleeping until she heard me pull that package out because she wanted another one. Give her another one. I gave it to her so she would be fine for the flea treatment, and she was. You have to give it to him like a half an hour early. I didn't know that we were gonna, didn't know a half an hour early. So it helped me because I took it out and she likes it so much, and they're a little bit, after a while they get, a little bit harder, and she's got to chew on more now. So she was chewing it, and I was able to pick her up and hold her so she can get away so that you can put the treatment on her. She's always the last one to get it because she's the hardest to get a hold of and to hold on to. And we try to make her be the first when we can. Charcoal's fine. He lays there, but then he gets upset after it's on. And Little Bit, he's got to catch her too, but she's not so hard to catch. Anyway, on to today's video. It is Friday, so that means it is Furr-tastic Feline Fiesta Friday. I am going to open the room in a bit. I have something to take care of first. So it's 5:34 here. I figure I will open the room around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So let's show the toys I have made. So if you want to come in and make cat toys with me, make anything with me when I open the room, feel free to come in and join. I've been keeping these through the rings that I made. It looked like a little bouquet if these would have been flowers, but they're not. I have 5 rings. It's 1. I started using a bigger size hook because I've been using all smaller hooks. And then recently when I did a bigger ring, I decided I'm going to use a bigger hook. And it's still, you push them close. You got to make more of the stitches, the single crochets that I use to attach it to the ring. I push them over, but then when I make my half doubles that I have here, that I actually link them together, or even if I don't link them, it gives them a rufflier, if you see it, and a looser look up here on the top. And I just figured that it's going to give them something to attach with their claws and throw it up a little bit more. I'm going to do both, the tighter ones with the smaller and then a little bit more of the looser ones. And that way people can decide what they want, buy what they want, which is why I do different designs. I do, there's this one. There's a tighter one right there. This was a looser one. This was also, I tried the big hook on a small ring. So that was this one. There's that one. And there's this one. Yeah, this one was the bigger hook, even though it looks a little bit put together more. But when you see the little bit larger holes up there and it's looser on the edges, you can tell it's the bigger hook. And this one, which was also done with the bigger hook. Most of this week's I did with the bigger hook. So you can tell I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nights that I was not feeling the best. I think I made 2 of these in one night because I was so behind. So that would be 4 nights, 4 days that I was not feeling my best, and I made those. And then I made these. These also I can make when I'm not feeling the best, especially the ones that are the right size because they're shorter. And they don't take as long and they're really easy to do. And then the bells on the bottom. Just tie them on there really, really well. And this one, I make 10. Um, this one you use 8 stitches to do the little swirly with, and this one I do 18. I add 10 more into it is what I do. I think what I'm going to do is start adding 5 more onto it. I know I like even numbers, but I'm okay with like doing 5, 10, 15, 20. So I may just add 5 more on, and that would actually make a total of 13. Or I may just make it a total of 15. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's a bit long. But then again, you know, I have a catnip filled snake that I got that I showed in my cat lady box when I did my unboxing. They love it. All 3 of them love it. They've been all over it. Klua tried to lay claim to it, but the other ones are like, oh, sorry, we're going to play with it too. Trying to get out of my eye so you can see me a little better. Let me pull these back through here. Oh, well, I got to put them in the bag, so they're not going to stay like that. Then I also made both of these last night. It's 250. This one has a multiple tail because I didn't have enough of one color or the other to finish the tail, so I did a multiple color tail. And then this one here, I really like making this fish. The body's really easy and simple. The tail seems complicated at first because you got to chain out and then crochet in and then crochet back out and then in and out and in for the small part here. And you have to, as you go along, you have to not single crochet, but a slip stitch it into here as you go along, and then you go back a slip stitch, and when you get into the middle and then go forward again to get this open area here, you know, and then chain out again and back and out and chain more, then back and then go back up and chain more and back, you know, to get it to go from small to large. It's really not hard once you get it done. I know I have a friend who she's like, I don't want to make that because the tail looks so hard to do. Once you do it, it's not so hard. The thing is the way that the page is set up, where I got this pattern from, all of the advertisements that are in the middle, you know, which everybody does when they write a free pattern and they have the advertisements all over the page. There are some people though who, when they write it up, they will make sure that there are not advertisements in between the instructions themselves, unless they're very, very long, and then they may like put it between one section and then, you know, starting another section, you know, if you have like 3 or 4 sections, you know, or whatever. I think this is bag and I'm not going to have any more room. I have enough toys here that I actually do not need to make a toy today. I have through day 52, which I counted, or I looked at my calendar, you know, counted from last month because last month had 31 days and today is the 21st. So today is day 52. So I am all caught up, not behind anymore. And this bag is full to the brim. So I'm going to move this over there with the other bag that I have with toys to go out. And I am going to get a new bag to start filling for next week. That is so cool. I can't believe I've filled a whole bag. So I put the fish I put the fish link, I think, on last week's because somebody asked for it. Or whenever I showed the fish, I put it on that one. If I remember, I will put it on today's. If not, you can send me an email and ask me for it. I don't know if I have it up anymore to get to it easily today, and my computer has been wonky, and I have to keep rebooting it at least daily, sometimes twice a day. I keep cleaning it and everything. I need to find a really, really good. There used to be an online one that checked for viruses and things, and it cleaned the computer at the same time. I need to remember when I couldn't get something going and I looked up how to fix it, and I can't remember what it was that wouldn't work, that I looked up how to fix. And it told me how to how to clean the drives and for it to look to make sure there's no broken drives. So I may have to research and look that up again. If you guys know anything about that, please just comment below to make it a little bit easier for me. That would be wonderful. I used to have a memory stick that had a cleaner on it that when a professional had worked on it, he gave me his program so that I could put it on my computers every time since he said he paid for it anyway. And I can't find it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. What I need to try and do is open up one of my, I think it was on my last laptop that I used, open it up and see if I can resave it. I don't think I can. I think I have to be him and have his passcode in order to save it on the memory stick and be, and then be able to use it, reopen it on the next computer. The way he had it set up, it would automatically open it. I don't know what happened to that. I've looked everywhere. I found the one that I thought it was on, and it is not on there. So I have an external hard drive. I need to look through it again and see if it's on there. I didn't think it was. I thought he gave me a little memory stick that was from him. So I need to keep looking. It's got to be here somewhere. I'm thinking it may have ended up in one of the boxes that got, that's just in the back that we need to go through still when we clean up in the back. Anyway, it's 17 minutes. I am not going to keep you guys on here. I have things to do, and I want to get this up so that if any of you want to come in the room, you can come in the room when I open it. So I will see you guys later. Remember, you matter. If you ever need me for anything, please send me an email. If you're on Facebook, if you're in my group, friend me, send me a message so that I see it. I really don't like how Facebook is anymore, but I've gone on about that before. So friend me because it makes it so much easier to see messages when they're sent to me. And send me a message and we can talk back and forth on Messenger if you want. I have no problem with that. Sometimes I may have to voicemail you instead of type because I do have issues with typing on my phone where I'm not hitting the right letters, and plus I have keys that have come off when I cleaned my laptop and now they stick. I did have to look online how to get them back on. So now they stick on me, and that's why when I'm typing lots of times, I'm like, people are going to look at this and go, oh my goodness, she's a editor and she writes like this. It's because my keyboard is so messed up, and I go back and I try to find all my errors, but I do not always find them. I use a spell checker and whatever I can to try and find them. So I'm going to go now. But please remember, you matter. Don't let anybody tell you differently. A friend of mine told my friends and I, her son came home from school early, and a student from the school had committed suicide. So I know that was a school age child, but I know when I was in school, I had issues. I made attempts, and I'm very glad that they did not work, and I am still here today. So please remember you matter. And if you have children, please, please, please remind them that they matter. and find a place for them to go to, people they can talk to. Because unfortunately, your kids do not always want to talk to you. My daughter knew she could talk to me anytime she needed to, but she also knew she had other adults in her life that she could talk to and that we made readily available for her if she needed to talk. And I know she made use of a couple of them. So please take care of yourselves, take care of your children, take care of your significant others. Check in with them. They may look like they're fine, they may say they're fine. I've had to tell my husband on a couple of occasions lately that you seem to be arguing with me a little bit more than normal. Is there something going on? And, he's cut out tobacco from his life, which I am thrilled. He smoked. I'm 53, so he's 55. Just turned 56 this year. So he's been smoking since he was in like 6th grade, I think he said. So it's a big thing. He quit smoking all on his own. He's tried things before, they've never helped. So he finally decided, I am quitting. I need to quit. And he quit. All willpower. And he didn't let me know. He said, because when you tell somebody, then they keep checking in on you, asking if you're okay, how are you doing? And he didn't want any of that. I was very sick at the time, and he told me worrying about him. But I finally asked him one day, I'm like, what's going on? I don't see you going outside as much. I'm like, have you cut down? Because he had cut down to where he only smoked a couple cigarettes a day. And he had even gotten down to where he only did like 1.5. And he was very good at only smoking a half a cigarette and then putting it back in the pack, and then he would pull it out the next time. So he finally quit. I'm very proud of him. Extremely, extremely proud of him. But yeah, he's been crankier. And I understand it. You quit a habit that you've had for a long, long time. And it's not just a habit, it's an addiction. And you've tried so many times to quit and you couldn't. And then all of a sudden, you're doing really well at it. So I try to let him get his crabbiness out when he needs to. And I know when I get frustrated from being so sick, I get very crabby myself. I bark at him. And yeah, him and I are dealing with all of that together right now. So please remember, everybody has issues. Everybody has problems. But if you ever need to talk about them, I'm always here. I've got a good ear, and you know, as a massage therapist, I'm used to hearing everybody talk and, not going around and telling other people about it. Not that I would know anybody else to talk to about my friends online anyway. So I love you. I will see you later. Remember, you are gorgeous, extremely gorgeous and beautiful and handsome, and whichever words you relate to. I love you guys so much. And I will see you later. Hopefully, I'll see some of you in the room later.